Day by day, we get better and better. So we can't be beat. Let's go!
It's game time. It's game time. Colors painted on, watch the star up the show.
Let's go, baby!
It's game time. It's game time. I don't know about your squad, but it ain't 1-8 with mine. Put your knuckles up, get in the game. Better watch where you step, stay in your lane. It's game time. It's game time. It's game time. It's game time. It's game time.
Here at Tartan High School, it's high school hockey night. Tartan and Simley this evening. I'm Tim Peterson along with Johnny Kane, and tonight the Tartans of Titan, the Titan Tartans come in at 5-0. John, off to a good start so far this year.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that parked in the parking lot. It's a full house. I can say that we're expecting a good game here with an unproven goalie for Simley and a Division I star athlete for the Tartan Titans.
Yeah, that's Jake Jackson coming off an all-conference year last year. He'll be one of our highlighted players this evening, and he is, for the Titans, Mitch Vogel will be our highlighted player for Simley as we take a look at how the standings are so far in non-conference play. This is the first conference game of the season, and Hill Murray once again one of the top teams here, but Tartan with one win better than Hill Murray at this point. Tartan unranked, Hill Murray ranked number 2 in the state.
Well, I'm always happy to see North St. Paul ranked up there and doing well because, they're a small public school. Hill Murray always does well, one of our fine schools. And as they're being introduced here for both teams, you see some of the Simley players being introduced. Tim, what do you expect from this game? It's home ice for Tartan.
Well, the Titans got all kinds of advantage here. Playing at home, they're off to a 5-0 start, have a lot of confidence going for them, and you're going against a young goaltender for Simley. As we look at Vogel out there, he's our highlighted player this evening. He's got 1 goal and a handful of assists this year, and there's the guy we talked about momentarily, Jake Jackson, and he is going to Michigan Tech on scholarship. He's one of the players to watch tonight, but he's 3rd on his team in scoring. So it kind of tells you how balanced Tartan is so far this year.
Yeah, but he's secure, and he's got a full ride to college for hockey. He's going to take 1 season off after this senior year, and he's being introduced right here. He's coming to the line. But basically, he's going to play 1 year juniors and then head to Michigan Tech. And, if he grows an inch or two, he might be a good NHL prospect.
I would only guess he already is, and we'll see how his play, we've only seen it on paper up to here, right to now. We'll see how it transpires in this game. We're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout for the national anthem as the players are all lined up. We'll be back with game time action. Don't turn the channel. National anthem starts now.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
What a beautiful rendition. I almost teared up as we get ready for classic suburban high school varsity boys hockey here on TV 19. I'm Johnny Kane. Tim Peterson is going to do the play-by-play tonight. And as you know, the blue and red dark colors are Simley. The Spartans, they've been around forever. We all know them. And then there's the Tartan Titans. They are getting pumped up in their own end. The Tartan Titans favored to win this game, but you never know.
Look at the head coach, Jim McElmurray, Steve Romachuk of Tartan, and Jim Joseph of the Simley Spartans.
Couple of gyms.
Easy to remember. So, John, I don't know if you paid attention during that lineup, the national anthem, which was, yes, as you mentioned, very well sung. The players all lined up, the camera showing the players. Based on hockey hair, did you pay attention at all for the best hockey hair tonight?
No, actually I didn't. I was looking around at a lot of the fans in the stands.
If the game was based solely on that, I'm going to have to give it hands down to Tartan. They had some great hockey hair on their side tonight. We'll see if it helps them in their hockey playing this evening as well.
I'm excited, Tim. TV 19, high school boys varsity hockey. It's getting set right now on TV land for a lot of winter sports. We've already had some basketball and all that. Now hockey. Keep tuned for a lot more.
Jackson in short, took the face off. Tartan controls now. They bring it up on the far side. Hit the cutter down the middle, slicing in. He'll take a quick
That's
shot and a
Jackson.
goal! Just like that, Titans light the lamp.
Jake Jackson, we talked about him. He's the one going to Michigan Tech. And he didn't disappoint if you had a lot of anticipation.
Wow, just 16 seconds in. And the guy we mentioned, yes, Jake Jackson, getting the first goal of the game. Nice wrist shot.
And we must talk about that man doing some crazy splits. That's Zach Boughton for Simley. And he hasn't had a lot of experience, but he is 1-0.
Played in a couple games this year. There's the face-off again. Tartan controls again. And here they come again. Breaking down is Jackson again. Try the same spot. Yes, score again! Holy smokes! Jackson lighting it up!
Tim, he knew you were here. Maybe he just knows when the TV cameras are on. And there's a rival television crew here, I think from South St. Paul Television, and they are getting a show. Everyone's getting a show. That money we paid to get in the door is well spent.
Same lines are out there, different centermen for the Spartans, and Jackson just goes right in and scores 10 seconds after his first goal. He could get a pure hat trick in, well, the first minute of the game.
Tim, you don't really understand. You asked me about the national anthem and what I was doing. I told Jake Jackson that you said he didn't have that many points on his own squad this year, and he's so beloved. He knew you were kind of pessimistic, and he gave you a show already, and we're just barely into the first period here at Tartan High School tonight.
I think you're just putting words in my mouth now. I haven't seen him play, though. You're right, and he's done well. There's another shot in, and Broughton will gobble that up. Little scrum in front.
Brady O'Sullivan, the junior winger, got close to a tap in there, a little cheapy, but not tonight.
Tartan putting the pressure on here early and often. 3 shots on goal in this first minute. Now to the left of Broughton. Titans win it. Floater goes up over the net. Into the corner. Simley just trying to get their feet under them this early. Titans come out flying. Centering pass goes all the way through. Drop back down in the corner again by the Titans. Centering pass broken up, knocked away. Simley with a chance to clear. They still can't get it out of the zone. Coming right down the line. And Tartan just pulls it back. They'll set up from their own zone. Back behind the net. Mike Winberg. Off his stick. Titans get free. Freeberg, Michael Freeberg gets it ahead. Held at the line. Stepping in, centering pass from Winberg goes nowhere. Shot for the point, redirected, no. saved in front. Eric Olheiser getting some stick on that, but not able to get it past Broughton. Simley will dump it in deep, get a line change.
There is a Gage Gustafson on Simley tonight. If you like that name, Gage Gustafson, I know I like it. Number 20
that,
for Simley.
I believe to be Norwegian, Gustafson.
Now, the only persons I've known or anything known as Gage are actually dogs. Not a rip or anything, but
A friend of
never
mine's
met a
son's-
human named Gage.
A friend of mine's son's name is Gage. He, not too far out of the being in the military.
Well, you get around town more than I do.
This is true. From the point, shot in. Gets through traffic somehow into the corner. Working it on the far corner. Nick Kemp defensively for Simley. Swung around on the near side. Held in still. Back behind the net. Circled around to the far side. Fought over there. Coming out of it, Kevin Reddy.
Good name for a hockey player, huh? Sit at the net.
Oh, Reddy's always ready, right?
He's ready to score. But so far, only scoring here tonight has been early on 2 quick goals by Jake Jackson.
Jake Kirshner shoots it back in, and the Titans will take a line change. Simley might get caught on a line change here, but the Titans come in off sides.
And Willie Siegel for Simley gave a little
It's actually
kiss to
Wiley.
it. Is it Wiley?
Yes, it is. I checked before the game. It's spelled W-Y-L-I-E.
I just like the name Willie.
I like that. I never heard of a Wiley before.
Coyote.
That's true. Titans back in their own zone. They'll set up from there. Flipped up high, and that went right through the rafters. Didn't touch a thing. Comes all the way down. 2 men in front. Shot! Steered wide by Broughton. Back to the point. Flipped in. Jackson fighting for it, and it's shot up and over the boards and into the bench of Simley.
There was a beautiful pass there by Brady O'Sullivan for Tartan. Right before the puck went out of play into Simley's bench. And O'Sullivan, I seen some nice moves out of him and some pure skating. So I'd be excited if I was a player on either team tonight, knowing that, yeah, you know, Jake Jackson signed already with the college, but there's still people here probably watching him, so they're probably watching you if you do something good.
Good break for Simley. They come in, go to the backhand on a save, rebound, and another save clear wide. Good opportunity for the Spartans.
That was huge.
A beautiful save made by the Titans goalie.
Spleichel. Gabe Spleichel, the junior, made a big save on the first one and even a better one on the rebound.
9.55 save percentage for him this year.
Hopefully we can see that one on replay when we have a moment. As the action still happens.
Moved around, shot in.
Weak shot. You have to pick a corner, upper, lower, whatever, and do it with, you know, intensity.
There's Jackson in front. I think he was hoping that he would redirect it. Didn't happen that way. That pass knocked away, but kept at center ice and dumped back in. Simley was hoping for a line change, not able to get it yet. Jackson controls. Coming back, lost it in the ref there. Nice move behind the net by O'Sullivan. Tries to pass it off and stolen away.
You know, I was just noticing that Jake Jackson could have crushed a Simley player there. And we have a stick to the eye. Even though they're wearing masks, I don't know. That one might have got underneath.
And that was Jackson's stick. They're actually going to call that an elbow somehow. I don't think the ref saw it right. The stick and the Simley player just kind of caught by mistake there.
Yeah, I happened to watch it as it happened, and it looked ugly.
There's that backhand and the beautiful save by Splickel.
There's that replay we wanted.
That's good defense there by the Titans. Had 3 defenders right there ready to clear that puck away.
Spleichel.
That's spelled S-P-L-I-C-H-A-L.
Sounds like Spleichel in the nets. I wonder what he thinks about his chances for a shutout tonight. Oh, that's an elbowing 2-minute penalty for Jackson. And I was watching Jackson prior to, I was just keeping my eyes on him when he went in for that shot. He's a splendid skater. It seems like he is a cut above.
Led the team in scoring last year. On the power play is Simley. That puck redirected.
Spleichel.
Ends up to the far side of the net. Spleichel will jump on it right there.
You say Spleichel. There's an L in there. Spleichel.
Spleichel. That's what I said.
I like his name.
I'm going off of how you said it, so
Gabe Spleichel.
I'm just assuming that you're saying it correctly.
Like him. He's a shark in the nets.
To the point.
This is a power play for Simley.
It is, but it doesn't quite seem like it as of yet. Here comes the Titans on a 3-2 rush. Centering, no. A one-timer, missed. Simley trying to come up quick and kind of got caught in Mitch Vogel's skates there.
I saw Zach Ledman, number 10 for Tartan, who the pass there is intended for, and just missed him. Zach Ledman's pretty fast.
Ledman, a junior. Simley not looking too strong on their power play as of yet. Unable to really set anything up and get anything going. Ledman sneaking back behind the defense. Tried to dish that off to O'Sullivan and didn't get enough wood on it. Simley back the other way. Pat short. Will dump it in deep. Half a minute remaining on the power play.
Zach Moore is trying to get it out for Tartan. And this one is going to waste some time.
Player or two switch off.
Tentatively kill here for Tartan, and they have an opportunity.
Michael Freiberg centering pass and a save. There we go. Heiser went up top with it. Nice save by Broughton. 4 seconds remaining on the power play. Fanned on the shot. Reloads and a save. Rebound shot goes to the back of the net. Titans back at full strength. They flip it up through center, and that's just going to carry too far. And we'll get the icing call there with 9:31 remaining here in this first period.
I've seen a couple wrist shots from a couple different players on both teams that look more like me on a boot hockey rink. Pretty weak. You know, we got to... I think what it's all about is, I mentioned the other day when we did some basketball games, this Norby character. She knows what she's going to do before the ball comes to her. In hockey, know what you want. When you're going to take a shot, pick a corner and do it the way you have to.
I think
Don't
away
be
from
indecisive.
the puck, you have to do the same thing away from the puck. Set yourself up. Either set your teammate up, or what you're going to do, and hope that your teammate reads you accurately so you can make that nice play.
The one thing we know in hockey is more shots on net create goal-scoring opportunities. You can't just pass it around. You have to take shots. Things happen. People crash nets.
Loop low into the corner. Tries to pass it back. Nobody there. Battle for it on the near boards. Looked like Cody Filstra came away with it.
Jake Kirshner kept it in for Tartan. Big boys in Tartan, including Charlie Lupel.
Luplo, big number 5 out there. Pursuing the puck now.
Boy, Simley needs a spark.
Here
They're
they
down
come.
2-0.
Gustafson with a shot. And a blocker save.
Gage Gustafson misses, but he has a shot on net. Hey. Adding to Michael's totals.
Good fancy looking stick work there by Ledman, who couldn't come away with it though. Shot from the point and a save. Into the corner it goes. Centering pass knocked away. Physical play in the corner there. And coming away with it is Ledman. Passes it up Jackson on the far side. Back to Jackson. Centering. Oh!
Ledman's a good skater. That's why he's with Jackson on that line. Just missed that time for Ledman.
Got a little bit too far in deep. Jackson maybe should have taken the shot there rather than being unselfish with the puck. A push in the back there.
Yeah, that was pretty weak by the Simley player. That should be delay a game.
He just kind of fell down and then laid there like he was injured, but didn't look like he got hit very hard.
No, he was just trying to like get a line change, really. And you know, it proves that folks keep an eye on number 21 in the white and blue for Tartan. He's just such a good skater. He knows what he's doing, and I think give him 2 or 3 years, he will be a really special, fun player to watch. Right now, he's just kind of in a small pond. You know, he could have probably played in junior hockey this year, but he's at Tartan because he wants to win.
Yeah, he stuck around the next year rather than going to juniors early.
And I like that. He wants to beat Hill Murray, I'm sure. But Tartan has a long season left to go before we get to playoff time, and they need to get better as a team. And so far, you know, just being in their first conference game tonight in the Class of Suburban, which includes Hill Murray, North St. Paul, and many others that are pretty good. Tartan's going to have to get better.
Looking good so far, though.
Yes, they are, but I'd like to see them, you know, as the months go on here, come together as a team and then get to the state tournament.
That pass stolen away. Stepping in was Ledman. And it was knocked off eventually off the stick of Olheiser. Simley carries through center. And offsides they go as Kemp carried it over the line.
I don't sense a lot of animosity between these two teams. You know, same conference, but you know, Oakdale is not that far away from Inver Grove Heights when you really think about it. But there's, you know, Simley has Sibley to beat up on and hate. Oakdale has, and the Tartan Titans has North St. Paul.
Face off taken by the Titans, and here they come again. Backhanded, he got the pass, got broken up. Out from the point! Shot goes wide of the net. Into the corner it goes, battling for it there, Ben Longfellow. Pulled back to the point. Cross ice pass, shot in from there through traffic. Deflected wide. Back, kept in at the point, shot back in, and just goes wide of the net.
Big kick, the defenseman for Tartan, number 3. Playing a good shift here.
Battle on the near side board, Simley still unable to clear. In a little bit is Jake Peach. Pass back and shot and a save off the stick of Ben Longfellow.
Beautiful save by Boughton.
That shot whistles to the far corner. Peach steps up. He loses it. And finally, knocked out of the zone by Alex Sutton, the junior forward.
It almost seemed like a power play, didn't it, Tim?
It did.
It seemed like the Titans were fighting for an opportunity to shoot
That pass
between
nearly-
themselves.
Wiley Siegel nearly picked off that pass. Or walked right in. A little bit of a lazy pass there by the Titans defense. Titans just continually applying pressure here. Hunter Simmons battling for it now. Pass, shot, top shelf off the post. They say no goal. Kevin Reddy thought he had it.
Why was there a slight celebration, though?
I think they did count it.
Or is there confusion?
It looked like the ref waved it off, but
Well, that's why we have TV 19 and a lot of cameras. We'll have to see this replay and see what happened on the goal from Kevin Reddy.
Reddy does get credited for the goal. We'll look at it again here, John.
And I like it. Non-conclusive, but you know what? He's raising his arms right away. He knew better.
The player usually knows. Centering pass, nobody home. Simley will bust it out. Here they come on the far side. Shot comes in and a save made. Knocked back out. Simley setting up. Flipped forward.
Kevin Reddy on that goal with assist to Michael Freeberg. And that's the first goal of the game that wasn't scored by Jake Jackson.
No pure hat trick tonight. At least not yet. That pass broken up, comes out of the zone. Now shot back in. Titans will check up and charge in. Well, all but Only one did, as the rest took a line change.
Well, you know, the leader on Tartan for scoring is Zach Ledman, who we talked about earlier, a good skater.
There's a nice pass. Here comes Jackson with some moves. Look at that stick handing shot to the far side. And a nice save made by Broughton.
Oh, and he got leveled.
Jackson jumps right back up, though, and he's right back into play.
Nick Kemp crushed him.
Stick checked away. Ledman dumping it back in. Boy, he's quick, isn't he?
Yeah, well, you can be quick all you want, but that's what you're going to see in junior hockey. There's a lot of rules in high school Minnesota hockey against checking and all the big hits that used to be. When you get to the USHL or all that, you're going to be playing against big Canadian boys and kids from all over the world that don't like you.
That one's steered away. Every time, look at Jackson, nobody's picking him up. He walks right in and rings it off the post.
The reaction time on some of the Simley Spartans.
You gotta realize, you're the number one lines out there, and you gotta be ready. Here comes Ledman now. Go for the wraparound, and it slides off his stick. At the point, dumped down. Heiser with it. Slap from there, and it whistles right in. Delayed penalty coming against Simley.
Oosh.
Pass redirected right in toward the net.
Kirshner got worked over.
That pass got just slid off the stick of Freeberg, and finally that penalty against Simley. Nice little break there for.
It did seem like a power play as it was, though. The pressure is immense here. I think that a good line for Tartan really caught a third line situation there for Simley. The wraparound itself and then the rebound that came out with a quick shot. I mean, I think that Simley here is going to have to thank Zach Boughton for keeping it manageable. Well, as I speak.
Yep. Big Peach blasts one through the 5-hole. And it's 4-0 with 2:02 remaining in this first period.
I hope that Zach Boughton is not a man who likes to blame teammates because,
nobody picks him up.
Well, you know, he
all
could
alone.
have made a couple saves there, but I mean, he's still doing a pretty good job because really this is an onslaught. This is the definition of the term.
It seems early on that a lot of players from Simley are kind of watching the action rather than getting involved in it. And it seemed very evident there when Peach walked right in and blasted through the 5-hole.
Well, Tim, the one thing that I can prognosticate in the future is that you will be doing a post-game interview.
Time permitting, anyway. Simley trying to answer back here. As Matisse came in, gets it again, shoots it into traffic. Back behind the net, Lindbergh. To the point, cleared out. Shot back in, and that's offsides.
Well, the Simley Spartans have had some good players in the past, including Eric Rude. I remember him from the 90s, and he went on to play college hockey for 4 years. And I don't think he really got much farther than semi-professional, but Simley has had some good players, especially back in the 80s. And I don't remember those because I just didn't live them. I was too young then. But I know that Simley was always good, just like your old squad.
Well,
Bloomington Kennedy.
A couple good years back then.
Oh, I meant Bloomington Jefferson. Your old squad was not very good.
State champions. The consolation, 87, or was it 88 and 91.
Special.
How'd St. Bernard's do?
There weren't 4 classes and 5 classes when we played. There was 1.
Dalton does a good job covering that puck up.
It's been an exciting game. It got started early, quickly, by the man that we featured for the Tartan Titans, Jake Jackson. And, you know, 2 quick goals on your first shift. And since then, there's been sparse opportunities for the Simley Spartans. But the goalie for Tartan tonight has been special.
7 saves so far. Carry it over. The Titans jump all over it.
There's a big boy with the puck.
It's bumped, and Freiburg continues through. And the net, that's a pass at the back of the net. The Titans winning the race to the puck when nobody's around it. That one cleared out. On a risky play by Winberg to try to jump for it. Able to hustle back and regain possession. They'll dump it in deep with less than 30 remaining in this first period.
I do have to say I love Simley's uniforms. I like that color combination.
Kind of
Yeah, what happened?
All-America?
Yeah, I thought they used to have a bad logo too, like a great logo. What happened to it? But I still like their uniform colors. All-American.
See if they can get a goal here with 10 seconds remaining. No, stolen away at center ice. And more than likely will end this first period. One more shot. Ledman gonna get. You gotta get a quick shot.
I give him a speeding ticket. That guy's fast.
He's got some quick skills and some good handwork.
And he leads the team in scoring.
As a junior. Well, after one period of play, the Tartan Titans lead the Simley Spartans 4-0. And that is not final. That is the first intermission. We'll be back with second period action. I'm Tim Peterson with Johnny Kane, and you're watching TV19 Sports.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the Forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family.
Ooh.
So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Looking to launch it deep. A lot of down there. Can he catch up to it? He can. He's into the end zone. Touchdown!
Zach, what an exciting game you guys had.
Running room. Cuts. Touchdown.
We're all schemed together. It's kind of neat to see how we've all progressed.
Albert throws up the three. Good. Pioneers with a good opportunity. And big hook. And a jab right to the jaw. And lights were out.
Tying the game up at 4 with this power play goal. New school records from 2 freshmen.
I want to remind you, anytime you want the latest and the best of Northeast suburban area in sports, tune into TV19. You will get the best coverage. Don't forget that.
Tim Peterson and Johnny Kane here from Tartan High School. The Titans, after one period of play, lead this one 4-0 over the Simley Spartans. And John, Tartan jumped out early in that first period and often.
Yeah, there was 2 goals on the first shift by Jake Jackson, who's a D1 player going to Michigan Tech. And he looked pretty darn good. I mean, this is my first look at him. If I was a scout, I'd be pretty impressed. But like I said, this is high school hockey in the state of Minnesota, which is very valuable, but this is not, big time. There's not a lot of contact anymore, so you have to be a good natural goal scorer, and that's what Jackson does.
Take a look at a few of the goals. I'll go over the goal scoring. Jackson scored 16 seconds in, and then he scored again 26 seconds in. And there you see Reddy score with 12-18 in the first period. And then Peach scored right there at the 14:58 mark. And Titan leads it 4-0, and Peach gets his goal on the power play. Jackson ready to face off here against Pat Short, the senior forward center. And they're going to switch it out. Jackson will come to the wing, and Brady O'Sullivan will face it off, and he'll win it. And the second period is underway, and the Titans dump it in.
Kirshner just dumped it down. He said, you know what, let's just get it right near end and see what happens. And right now, Simley took advantage and got rid of it. But for an icing, and that's what I was going to get to. Simley is a team that not a lot is expected from, but these men have pride, and they're down 4-0. on enemy territory with a big crowd here tonight. And Tartan looks like they are controlling the game. Now, is there going to be a game where Simley can intrigue us? We'll see.
They need to put something together. In the meantime, a stuff attempt made by the Titans number 23, Brady O'Sullivan. Broughton sits on it, and you're talking about Simley, and they have more depth at goalie than they've had in years. They usually have just one or two. This year they have 4 goalies deep. A good thing to have.
I don't know, goalies are kind of territorial, so I mean, these guys might be buddies, but maybe they look at each other and lie. All my experiences are, unless you're getting paid good money to be a backup goalie, nobody likes it, and you got to work harder than the rest. And right now, Zach Boughton for Simley has proved that being 1-0 is a positive sign.
Joe Blade was going to be the mainstay goalie this year. Went down due to injury. Zach has stepped up. Also between the pipes this year for Simley. Well, just the two. Or no, excuse me, Mike Tarantos was the other goalie. And the head coach of Simley deciding to make a change after they couldn't get a win. Here's Jackson, cut in front of the net, takes a quick shot, and he's got a hat trick. Here come the Hats.
I would like to beat Jackson right now and his possible investors in his future. He's a solid player, and he makes it look pretty easy, actually. That was a solid goal, but, I mean, he's making it look easy. Man among boys.
Yeah, watch him. He just gets it, cuts right to the net. And Broughton couldn't get to that side as the referees are on the near side here picking up hats. All were thrown on. There you saw them on the bottom of your screen. 5-0 the score. And that one coming at the 1:16 mark of this second period. Jackson, an early period scorer so far tonight.
So far a big difference maker, and honestly, I'm thinking he could possibly get 5 or more tonight. That'd be interesting. He'd probably be player of the week. And I think it's possible because he's going to get a lot more shifts here, Tim. As Simley dumps it down into Tartan's end. On the chase was Wiley Siegel, but it's another icing.
Redmond was the points leader of this Titans team with 12 points in the season. O'Sullivan was second with 10, and Jackson was third with 9, but now Jackson right there at the top.
First conference game. Non-conference, I don't know, maybe he was trying to just be a team player. They've had a good season so far. He's already signed and he's been recruited. He doesn't, all the pressure's off his shoulders, so he wants to go out there and play and make his friends get in the paper.
Simley trying to get something going. The Titans just controlling everything. Here they come again. Longfellow comes in on the circle and shoots it in, and Broughton gets in front of it, hangs on to it. Penalty was cross-checking. I didn't even catch that. Going to serve time, Eric Olheiser. So that was a shorthanded shot on goal there. Cross-checking the call, and Simley on the power play again, 0 for 1 this evening. Face-off pulled back by the Titans all the way back in their own zone. Down in the corner. And cleared the length of the ice by Longfellow. Senior Longfellow running the center position. Comes away with it, breaks in, takes a shot, and a nice save by Broughton.
Short-handed attempt there. And it looks like Ben Longfellow needs to be a little longer because he was stuffed. But nice move.
A lot of stick work right in front of the goalie. Nice job by Zach to stay with that one. Face off deep in the Spartan zone. Batiste at center. Tried to pass, but ended up just dumping it in. Just the same for Simley to the point. Held in. Hemp wrapped it down behind the net.
Pat Short's trying to dig it out for Simley. He actually did. Still a power play for Simley, down 5-0.
They start setting it up, and they have a mishap, and here's a 2-on-2 break with the speedy Jackson across center. He'll shoot it in and a save with the glove by Broughton. Simley working it around, and they'll just clear it down. But there to pick it up, O'Sullivan.
Nice move.
Nice defensive work. Good stick check by John Rybert.
I was saying earlier in the game that Jackson needs to grow an inch or two to be like a good NHL type prospect. But honestly, he's not that small. He's not small. He's good size. If he grew an inch or two, I think his draft level would go higher. Now we have full strength. Power play is over on Eric Olheiser.
And if you weren't counting players, you might not have even known that a power play was in effect. That's how well Tartan has played so far this evening.
You know, the thing is that both Tartan and Simley, they both come from not huge suburbs. Oakdale and Invergrove Heights, both about equal, and they need star talent. A lot of times when you get star talent around here, and we have some roughhousing.
Yeah, Simmons put a hard check on, and it appeared that Gage Gustafson took a little offense to that check to his teammate. Looks like both of them are going to go off for roughing.
But I think Gustafson's a little frustrated. He's one of the captains of Simley. And I'd be frustrated. I know what it's like. I played football on an 0-8 team where we scored 2 touchdowns all season.
Were they offensive?
Yes, they were.
That helps.
And I got called for a 15-yard penalty for celebrating on one of them. And got benched right after that because of that.
You weren't the one who scored it, were you?
No, but I blocked.
Just as important. Here come the Titans. Held in by Simley, a good opportunity, and a shot deflected up high into the netting.
Well, we have 4-on-4 hockey here right now. There's offsetting penalties.
It's offsetting, so they go 5-5 still.
Oh, yes they do. It'd be interesting though if they went to 4-on-4. They should have. Less people on the ice means less chance for injury, that's for sure.
Play was stopped when the penalties occurred. That dumped down, and that'll be icing on Simley.
Well, head coach of Simley, Jim Joseph, and his assistants, they're really going to have to be patient with this team. I mean, you don't want to go into the intermission breaks and yell at your guys. So far, we've seen just a great special effort with the hat trick from Jake Jackson early on here. We're in the second period.
And if this game keeps going this way, I wouldn't expect to see Jackson get too many more line shifts, especially come the third period. And a hard hit behind the net there. Pulled up by the Titans, circling in. Shot. Knocked away. Shot again. Deflected off a shin pad. Wide of the net. Olheiser with it. Getting worked. Knocked to the point, but held in. Olheiser takes a quick wrister and a nice glove save.
There you go, folks. That was a quick decision. He got the puck, and he just said quick wrist shot with authority, and it was a tough save.
Nice glove save made.
Those are tough for goalies. For all of us who have played goalie in our life, those ones that rise, those shots that rise, even if it's 4 inches off the ground, if they're 12 inches off the ground, those are tough for goalies. Raise the puck.
I didn't print off a good enough roster here as that shot was thrown in by Aaron Leafgren, who's listed on the JV squad. So some of the JV players seeing some time on the varsity side for Simley. Luckily, I have a backup roster Junior varsity game, we should mention, Tartan won that one by the same score we see on the board here, 5-0.
I was saying just a little bit ago, though, when you're a small suburb like Invergrove Heights and Oakdale, and you have players that come through your program that are D1 type players, a lot of times those D1 type players, they're not loyal to their community and their school. They want to go to Hill Murray and try to win a championship or something like that. But I commend Jake Jackson for sticking with his buddies, his school, his community, try to bring them some glory. Because this year, Hill Murray ranked once again, but I heard they're not as dominant as usual. So,
but they did just knock off the number 1 team in the state, and Benilde St. Margaret's, a team they lost to in the state finals last year.
well, Benilde St. Margaret's might not be as dominant. They're just getting a ranking off of last year.
A lot of teams do.
I heard you have to watch out for the Bears, the White Bear Lake Bears this year too. So
They have not been doing too good as of yet, but they have a big game on the 18th against the Hill Murray Pioneers.
And are you going to be there?
We will be there. TV19 will be there with all the action.
I bet Zach Halverson's already doing his homework on that one and is just drooling.
It's one of his favorite games of the year. Zach Lavelle got 2 goals the other night for Hill Murray in the victory over Benilde St. Margaret's. Wallen, one of the players for the Bears last year, was a freshman and he's a physical player against the Pioneers. We'll see if their memories get them to remember that.
Turnover here. Nice.
Yeah, Ledman tried to go through the legs in the 5-hole, but Broughton doing a nice job covering up.
One thing about White Bear Lake, though, I must say again, and I've said it many times over the years, is that their uniforms are the best. You just can't beat them. I don't care what you do, the orange and black always looks good, no matter if they're away or home.
Shot from the point, nice pad save. A couple years ago, I did not like their uniforms. I'll tell you in a minute. Has Jackson
Wrap
circles
around.
Yeah, that's lit off. Trying to backhand it on the wraparound. That's a tough play to make. Was it 2 years ago? They had the jerseys and the numbers on the sleeve, which I rely on a lot as I'm calling games. Could not read them whatsoever. Mixture of colors there. It was hard to tell. Had to really look for the backs of the jerseys for their numbers only.
So everybody watching, just remember that TV19 within a week is going to probably have that Hill Murray White Bear Lake hockey game on TV19. Oh, there's a goal. Jackson, he's got 4. He's insanely good.
We're going to see that one again and watch Jackson's stick work. He sets himself up beautifully as he comes across the line. Fakes like he's going right, pulls it back, cuts over again, and it kind of seems to be his move this evening. Cutting to his left and taking that shot, the left-handed shot.
And raising the puck. And, it's making it difficult on the goaltender. And right now, this Jake Jackson reminded me a lot of Brian Bonin.
There's a name from the past. 5 goals for Jackson. And every time he scores one, it seems like he gets the next one. Excuse me, 4 goals for Jackson.
Ledman and O'Sullivan on the assists. And they're going to be happy all year long. They'll be in the paper in the top assist and scoring categories because of the man they're on the line with. Not extra praise. He's been good. We've all seen it here on TV19 tonight.
That, and people will be watching Jackson and then seeing how good O'Sullivan and Ledman are.
I'm starting to think Tartan has a good chance to go far.
The shot redirected to the far corner. Titans just winning. The Titans just winning the race to every. No.
Fanning over the blue line, trying to keep it in your own zone.
There's Longfellow, but here they come again. From the circle, shot on and saved. Off the stick of Olheiser. He'll chase it down again. Now walking in and shoveling it wide. Longfellow. Titans just winning the race to every loose puck.
The question is, will Zach Boughton, the goalie for Simley, be in the nets at the end of this game? He's not really being that. He's not really doing that bad. It's
No.
just that do you really want his goals against average to be
You don't,
ugly?
you don't want him getting down on himself either.
Big save, first save in a long time there for Gabe Schleichel.
10th save of the game.
And that shot that we just saw that Schleichel saved was low. He just kicked his pad out, just kept his pads on the ice. Go a little higher and he's got to use the stick or the blocker, and it's not as easy.
I like the low shots myself, so rebounds are playable. And there's a rebound opportunity.
All shots are playable.
Shot up high and up over the net. So I got a shot how I like it, and now you got one how you like them.
Dumped back in by Simley. We're under 7 minutes here in the second period. All Simley.
All Tartan.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
Oh, which game you switched to there momentarily, but welcome
I had
back.
dyslexia on the scoreboard.
Shot from the point was blocked. Nice job by Cody Flista. How would you say that? Cody
Flistra. Or Flystra, whatever. I don't think he wants the fly.
FYL.
Hey, do we have a goalie change? And we do.
FYL.
I have that ESP or whatever you call it.
Mike Sarantos comes in, the junior. Will take over.
I think the head coach of Simley heard me, Jim Joseph, and he got my brain right to him. And he said Zach Boughton is not that bad, and we don't want to make him, regret this game for the rest of the season.
Take a look back here, John, at the stick work I was talking about with Jackson, as he'll come across the line. Oh, that one isn't it. This one's the wraparound attempt that slid off his stick. Well, hopefully we'll get that goal here in a few minutes.
That was a backhanded wraparound that didn't get in, but just shortly after he scored. But you can see the great offensive moves there of Jackson. When you're doing backhanded wraparounds, you have good puck control.
Slashing call here.
Slashing, I'd like to see that replay.
Batiste going to the sin bin. He'll serve a couple minutes.
How mean-spirited was it?
I missed it myself.
On Location TV 19, want to thank some of the volunteers helping tonight, including Richard Curry, former volunteer of the year several times at TV 19 and SCC.
Good night called slashing. It's actually tripping.
Well, they both had something to do with something somewhat mean-spirited, tripping and slashing.
Who else? Jackson flying in, loses control of the puck, still loose. Battling for it and coming away with it is Ledman. Circles back behind the net. On the power play, the Titans set up. Ledman with it again. Top of the circle, drops it down low. Back to Ledman, walking in. Titans just creeping in closer and closer. That one trickles in front. Comes out and shot in. The puck was loose, but the ref says, nope, I lost sight of it. So we're going to face off. I thought Broughton had it long enough.
Boughton's out.
Or excuse me, you're right, I'm sorry, Sarantos.
Boughton's sitting behind the glass, kind of sideways, perpendicular to the rest of his team. Not, I don't know what he's thinking, but I don't know.
He shouldn't feel bad, or he won't when he sees the tape, I don't think. He thought he did a good job.
But you still feel bad no matter
Here's
what.
Jackson. Wow, nice save by Mike
That was actually
Sarantos.
a good save. That was a glove save. It was about 12 inches off the ice. Picked the right side of the net, and that time the goalie beat him.
Boy, I'm studying just Jackson tonight. He loves to fake right and go to his left and get the shot as he did again there. Tartan wins the faceoff, trying to get their second power play goal of the evening. Shot in from the point, comes it high.
Ooh, that was tapped a couple times. Nice save.
Sarantos keeping his eye on it nicely.
Still a power play here for Tartan.
59 seconds remaining on the power play.
I'm noticing that in the PA announcer's box and where the players go for penalties, there's lots of like women in there. I mean, I've never seen that before. I mean,
Two managers, I would guess.
Oh, okay.
Working it around the zone. This Tartan. Here comes a shot from the captain, and it's steered wide. Getting it right back. Olheiser. Peached. Back to Olheiser. Peached. Takes a shot, comes near side.
Oh, there goes an $80 stick.
That'd be a cheaper ended stick. Mom just grimaced. Hopes it's just the blade, not the shaft, not the carbon shaft. Puck is loose. Simley still trying to clear. Now they finally get it out, and that should just about kill his power play. One last rush here for the Titans, circling in, looking for somebody to pass to. Nobody there.
It's Jackson.
Jackson shovels it over. Peach shoots it off the mark. Peach gets it back on the point. Tries to shovel it back, goes too far, down into the corner. Down there is Ready. Back to the point. Peach, Ready. Ready drops it low. Still looks like the Titans are on the power play, but they are not. Centering pass. And a nice saves. Sorrento's doing a nice job coming into this game.
And Jackson dogged a player and tried to put a nice assist out front.
Dogged him?
Yeah, behind the net. Number 21 had the puck. Made a nice move. You can see that these Titans are really controlling the puck. There's the dog move right there. He just did it. Didn't you see it? It was like magic.
Simley just trying to get out of their own zone. They finally do. Tartan right there to jump on it.
The players down and hurting. Connor Simons for Tartan. Back up, but it looks like he has a stomach problem. He took a lot of a stick in his gut.
Here comes a race for the puck. Will Acker coming in. Loses it. Acker, a junior. Going back out to the point where it's dumped back in. The Titans will check up. Actually, they're going to make a line change. Simley trying to figure things out here to at least try to get on the board. Here's a shot from the point. Redirected on net.
Get the puck out of there. Don't play with it.
Still being bounced around, and finally Simley comes out. Wiley Siegel.
Another save by Dave Spliko. Splikernator is pitching a shutout here for Tartan, and most of his saves have been pretty darn routine.
I got a feeling you're trying to come up with a nickname for him. I like where you're going, but I don't think you got it quite yet.
The Splikonator?
No.
Looking at the replay on the right side of the screen, the Spliker will make another save. That one was right at him. Good position.
And Jackson goes to his left and a block. Shot in, no.
Low pass there by Nate McDonald. Want to have a little more intention with it. Intent. Just a fling down towards the goalie. Even though those help too, but you have to have authority.
Simley spending some time down in the zone. They get a shot there and a glove save made by Spliko.
I mean, we haven't had a chance to watch NHL hockey this year, but we all know that when you see these players even 5, 7, 8 minutes after they get done after a period or a game, they're just sweating beads and they're breathing hard, because when you're in the NHL, every 45-second shift counts. There's no lollygagging. Everything is with a purpose. Everything is hard.
Freiberg drops it. Picked up. Backhand. No.
Beautiful there. Eric Olheiser almost was the recipient of a nice three-way passing system there for Tartan.
Look at the penalty coming up here. interference call against Simley.
Well, we can see that replay and see what happened. If the good guys in the truck have it, including Tyler Egan.
And he is on replay tonight as we see number 6, Brady Lane, the defenseman sophomore, going to serve his time. 2 minutes for interference with 1:53 remaining in this second period. Tim Peterson with Johnny Kane. And the Tartan Titans lead this one 6-0 over the Simley Spartans. Eric Olheiser waits the face-off. One of the captains for Simley, you can't see him just off your screen, was getting explained to why the penalty happened, occurred, what went on.
Watch out for Kevin Reddy. Sorry, Tim, but I think he's going to do something here.
You think he's ready?
I think he's ready.
He got it back, tried to pull it back after the faceoff was won. But it was cleared out. Unobtainable.
Nice pass.
Right on the blade. Stepping in around Olheiser, circling, looking, waiting. Peach from the point, Olheiser.
Reddy's sniping down, just looking for a cheapie right in front of the net.
Call that a scrapper goal.
Or a cheapie. I like cheapies. That's how I try to score.
I like scrapper. That's what they used to call me at the rink because I was so little. I'd just sit by the net and wait for somebody to shoot.
Are you sure there wasn't a C on that name when they described your hockey play?
Yes. There was an S on the beginning. Scrappy.
Hey, that was actually a rink-wide save there.
Yeah, 14 shots on net now.
Splyko likes those saves.
Splyko like you.
Here's Jackson.
40 remaining. Peach shoots it again.
Oh,
right on the
there's
stick.
a cheapie.
Oh, that wasn't too cheap. That was a beautiful pass from Peach to Winberg. And Winberg puts it in easily.
Winberg did nothing but just accept a nice rebound on his stick when he was sitting on the right side of the, actually the left side of the goalie, our right side. And he poked it in, though. He had to finish it off, and good job.
I think that was a pass.
You think that was a pass, huh?
I do. I think it was good vision by Peach to see him sitting on the doorstep. He looks like he's going to shoot. And he just looked like he pushed it more than cranked up and shot it. Now he rolls in.
Jake Hicks got the assist.
Oh, he's saying different than me. Wish I could have picked up on that earlier.
Yeah, I actually picked up on it, but I wanted to let you roll with it.
Thanks. Apologize for the big pitch that was going on.
Picked.
Picked?
Yeah.
I apologize again. P-I-C-H-T.
Hey, I've done a lot of play-by-play in my life, probably 1,000 games, and I have mispronounced somebody's name quite a bit.
Yeah, that wasn't the first, and that won't be the last.
But like I said, we were talking about it outside, Tim, you know, you follow one team all year, like Tartan. You'll know their names frontwards and backwards after 2 or 3 games if you just follow Tartan. But when you do 5 high schools and the multitude of sports we do here on TV19, it's a tough job.
Into the corner of the Titans, turning the center, comes all the way back, quick shot. Rebound attempt, puck is still loose, and Simley able to get there and pull it away. The second period time expires. Wiley Siegel possibly preventing another goal. 3 goals scored in that period, 4 goals scored in the first period, all by the Tartan Titans. They lead it after 2 periods of play by a score of 7-0. Tim Peterson. Johnny Kane will be back with third period action. You're watching Tartan Titans. TV19 Sports.
If you could see anything in the world, what would it be?
I'd love to see Paris.
I like to see cupcakes falling from the sky.
My daughter, married and happy.
I want to see things the way I used to.
Chances are, someone you love may one day be affected by macular degeneration or glaucoma. Log on to seeabettertomorrow.org or call 1-800-437-2423 to learn about glaucoma and macular degeneration. Call 1-800-437-2423 or log on to seeabettertomorrow.org.
I just want to see more of the things I love.
Welcome back to Tartan High School. Simley Spartans trail this one. There's their upcoming schedule. And it's all conference games. North, Richfield, Matamidi. DC Everest is a Wisconsin team, and that's in a tournament, I believe, that they are hosting in Simley, North Simley, and then Albert Lee.
You know, I did some research on Albert Lee. Interesting Minnesotan.
Right before Christmas, Hill Murray and then Henry Sibley. Few conference teams coming up as the third period action has started. 31 shots on goal for Tartan, 15 for Simley in a 7-0 game. Titan give and go. Nice save.
Yeah, that was a nice shot attempt there by Brady O'Sullivan. And one thing we didn't talk about much here, Tim, was running time in the third period when one team's winning so largely. The clock might just not stop. I'm not sure if it's 7 or 8 goals. That might not matter in just a few moments or seconds here.
That was a nice setup and a nice save. Ledman let one fly, but couldn't get it past the goaltender of Simley, Sorrentos.
And just to let people know, running time actually means that the clock won't stop, even if there's a whistle and a stoppage or penalties, icing, anything. The clock just keeps rolling. I used to cover Stillwater hockey, and I know all about running time because White Bear did it to Stillwater every time they played them.
Much improved Stillwater program now.
Now?
Yes.
When I was with them, they were kind of like
building.
Well,
no.
Cincinnati Bengals of a few years ago.
Shot. Misses, and there's gonna be a penalty coming up. As one
and a player hurt.
Yeah, one of the Titans.
Is that Jackson?
Are down right by the post. I don't believe so. Looks like double deuce. Mike Winberg. Grimacing in pain down there.
Maybe we can see something.
The clock has stopped, by the way.
Replay here. That'd be nice because I didn't see what happened to him.
The trainer coming out to check. Trainer is Caitlin Hosch. He's
Huge
up.
fan of Caitlin Hosch.
We'll see what happens here. The near side of the net. Twisted up and able to skate off in his own power.
And just think if that slap shot went off the top of his head. Down on the ice like that wouldn't have felt good.
And add punishment to pain. Winberg goes to the sin bin, and we'll look at it again here. Number 22 on the right side of your screen gets a knee in the ankle. Got some pressure on it.
That expert cameramanship there was from Richard Curry. Also have Tristan Radke jumping out on cameras tonight. And Mike Engstrom. All giving you great angles to this suburban, classic suburban varsity boys hockey game.
Simley on the power play. Yet to capitalize on it. That one misses. Come the Titans. And they're trying to kill some time and waste this penalty away. Olheiser got it out. Pass back. Right back down to the Simley zone.
And just remember, this is a power play for Simley. Haven't been able to score yet and haven't been able to put on sustained pressure.
Well, they haven't sustained much pressure at all. And then we get an icing call here. And that's never good when you're on the power play. And you ice it. Now the clock will continue to run. It is running time now, and that's going to make it Winberg's penalty go by a little bit faster.
So we don't quite have our answer about running time. It could actually even be 6 goals. We talked to some fans in the crowd, some hockey moms.
I actually feel like it's 7. I don't know why I feel that way.
Not good for concession sales, I will say that much. And they have some good hot pretzels and cheese here, as I found out.
I believe they have one of the best hot dogs in the conference here, from what I've experienced.
Don't talk
Pretty
about
sure they're
Jake
ambassador.
Jackson like that, Tim.
Calling Jackson a hot dog? You're trying to say I am.
Actually, I think he's been graceful and he's been a team player.
Unselfish.
He could probably have 8 goals if he really wanted to.
Iced again, and you start to forget who's on the power play here, as Simley's iced it twice.
The power play is now over. Mike Winberg. What was he in the box for anyway? Wasn't he the one just writhing in pain?
I think he got, I would guess, an interference call. And he just came out on the bad end of it. Brody Johnson in the face-off for the Titans. Picked away. Coming back behind the net. Charlie Luplo battling for it. Back around the boards. Mark Sutton. Simley. To the near side. And here comes Simley on a good break. Lead pass. Shot. No, that was a pass back, and fanning on it was Sutton. Shot in, and a kick save. Nice job for steering that puck wide of the net.
Well, a good night tonight for Gabe Spleichel. Not too many intimidating shots, but he's done his job.
Spleichel.
There's another job.
The ice cycle? No, I don't think that either.
Gabe Spleichel, the Spleichelnator. He has been tough, and I like his size for a goalie. He's not too big, not too small. Good leverage, butterfly goalie. Put a good team out in front of him, and one heck of a first line and power play unit.
One power play goal this evening. Team's at full strength here. And looking to get another one here. Nice shot block. Nice stick. Still controlled. Goalies put it in the corner. Swan at it. Brings him up with it. Goes through the circles and he skips off the stick. And rounds over the point, but held in. Goalies going all the way to the point. Looking, dumping. Looks to get it back. Blocked. On the near board.
Getting a little more physical out there.
Matisse with it. He'll take a shot. And that's blocked nicely by Zach Moore, the defenseman.
Tim, you think Simley's going to score tonight?
Not looking good. That's what the Magic 8 Ball says.
See, but I haven't seen a lot of Jackson out there here in this third period.
No, and more Redmond. Redmond is out there for a little bit more, but I wouldn't expect to see Jackson much more.
What will we do without Jake Jackson? No. It's like taking Walter Payton out on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, you really get to see what some of these other players have.
Yeah, and he's out there actually. He's going to be taking the face off. That was a quick face off. Wow. No time to spare.
The refs said
The refs want to get out of here.
Michael jumped right over the player, sliding in on him. Wow. Some athletic ability there for the goalie to get up like that. Redmond out there now with Jackson. But Simley controls. Good dump and chase. Mitch Vogel zone, giving chase. That puck iced the length. And that'll give the players a minute to get a breath and maybe make a line change, which both teams appear to be doing.
I think for Tartan's identity the rest of the season, you have to say to yourself, yes, you have a good player. Everybody knows it. He knows it. The teammates know it. The coaches, fans know it. This is a team sport. And everybody's going to have to come together for Tartan. And I think that if they do, And yeah, the game with Hill Murray coming up soon will shed a lot of insight to where Tartan's really at. This game against Simley tonight, even though it's the first conference game, Simley doesn't look like a team that's going to test you big for like state tournament time. And Tartan, I'd like to see their tune-up coming up soon against Hill Murray.
It'll be fun to watch the talent of the Pioneers and the talent of the Titans on the 20th of this month, the Thursday night.
I wonder where that game is. Is it Aldrich or right here?
Well, my schedule I have in front of me doesn't go that far in advance, unfortunately.
Well, either way, we have another penalty here, and this one to a repeat offender, Gage Gustafson.
Second time in the Sin Bin tonight. Shots on goal stand at 33-18. The second period alone, the Titans had 19 shots on goal.
I smell a goal. Not just the perfume that's all over here. Something straight out of the perfume right below us. Pretty strong, but I smell a goal through the perfume.
Working it around.
There's a shot. Right into the gullet.
Santos with a nice save again. He's done well so far.
Yeah, we were talking to somebody in the truck. Yeah, he thought he had not given up a goal, but he has given up one goal.
Came in midway through that second period.
Toronto's the junior, the goalie for Simley.
The puck shot the line. Take it from there. And start up ice.
Toronto this year is 0-3. He's had the most minutes on the team by a long shot over Zach Boughton.
Now we'll try to switch it up with Boughton just to try to get something going for themselves.
Here's the stat to really consider. Mike Sarantos giving up 5.46 goals a game. That's almost impossible.
Impossible. It happened tonight. Doesn't always mean that he's not playing well. Sometimes it's your defense isn't playing as well as you'd like.
If you had that type of goals against average in the NHL, you would be quickly on my boot hockey team in no time.
Well, this is not the NHL. These aren't
early in the season, though, folks. Could have been some tough opponents.
Full strength now for both teams. Titans still working it. Got in and save made by Sarantos.
Quick period here, though. Running time, like I said, no matter what, it's still ticking. And that's a good thing. I mean, I think it's that rule was designed so that games don't get out of hand with attitudes.
Did you hear about that basketball game, girls basketball game played the other day? It was 100 and it was less than 110 to the opposing team's 2 points. 2 free throws. They made 2 free throws in the game.
Wow.
Yes. And I guess there's nothing said about bad sportsmanship or anything. It just, you know, did what they could.
It didn't change my life either way, no matter if there was good or bad sportsmanship, but there is a lesson to be learned for both teams, you know. One lost bad, one won big. What can you learn from that? I don't know. Hey, there's an opportunity. No.
Schedule different teams to play. There's also a hockey game, like I mentioned earlier, that had some 20-plus goals scored in it.
Hey, I know that the University of Minnesota Morris didn't win a football game for their Division II program for like 6 years in a row. So, I mean, things happen in sports.
Let's go.
Ooh, another opportunity. But up to the task once again was the big man. Say his name. Say my nickname. The Splyconator.
It's a good opportunity by Simley. They just couldn't finish it off. Just about 4 minutes remaining in this one. That one held in on the point by Ken McLean, the junior defenseman. Center ice play. Some backup seeing some time here now. Ben Alushko, a couple of good plays out there, and looks to have another penalty as Short went down. Pat Short, his mouth guard laying on the ice.
I want to thank volunteers also, Grant Cragen and also Kat Moon for helping out with this game tonight. And whenever you're watching it on Location TV 19, it could be night, day. We do replays of this game.
Also be showing it on Sports Path, which is aired every other Wednesday, live at 5. The referees are talking, and the time was ticking off, as you see. If you'd like to volunteer here at TV 19, call Arlen Becker. There's Sports Path, as I said. Every other Wednesday. You can also find it on YouTube, and you can be part of that program by volunteering. There's how you do it. Arlen at onlocationtv.org, O-R-G, or give him a call.
Be like Tyler Egan and give your time for something that you love.
Helps the community and you get educated.
Cross-checking.
Cross-checking was the call.
And on Facebook and Twitter, look at On Location TV 19 Sports. You can find us there. But hopefully no pictures of Tim Peterson. That might scare you away and you'll click right out.
They can see me on Sports Path. Charlie Luplo sitting for the cross-check. Well, if you like the blue and white colors and you're interested in helping the community.
Anytime there's a discussion, I guess that's when running time is stopped and the referees are having discussions.
If you like the blue and white color, the St. Paul Winter Carnival will be kicking off, the 127th this year.
I will win the medallion search this year.
Looking for volunteers for that. Looking for guards to guard King Boreas and Queen of the Snows, Aurora.
Give me inside tips of where that medallion is.
I cannot help you with that now that I am a member.
Especially the person who hit it.
I'm not allowed to help whatsoever or even look for it. Being a member of the St. Paul Winter Carnival Guards, the 2012
I am allowed,
Guards.
and I'll split it 50-50 with the guy who hit it. Actually, 60-40. He's only get 40. I could turn him in, and he'll never get a job again.
For many years, in a row, they found that medallion right away. People thought something suspicious was going on. A shot from the point.
Ooh!
Pad save, another save. Sprawling out. The Splinklenator from the point shot in. Another save. That shot goes up over the net.
Splinklenator without a stick and going wild.
His pad was down, as was he, but he came up huge. He's running a power play goal for Simley.
Well, he has been tested now. It took a long time for him to get really tested, but he was up to the task.
So far tonight, he's been good at finding the medallion.
See, there's the routine save there. That was nothing for him. There's those earlier ones just a moment ago. Ooh, crashed.
Freiberg got hit there, yeah. Jumps right back up.
And tripped a little.
Carried across by Nick Batiste. The point shot.
Still a power play here. Spikeinator holds up the glove and says, "Give me some applause. I deserve it." Kind of a forgotten man.
Now he has faced 25 shots. 10 of them in this period alone. The power play is going to expire here as they separate the teams. They were getting to know each other a little better after the play had stopped. And now there's less than a minute remaining.
And
Simley trying to go with 6 guys on the ice.
Yeah, and they might need it, but I would think that Tartan's going to get their shutout tonight, and that's always a positive move forward.
I said 6 guys in the ice. I meant 7. There's a goalie back behind us. He was still on the ice. Half a minute remaining. Titans looking strong this evening. Simley with it. McLean starting it up.
Last chance. And it's going to be a 3-on-2 for Simley.
Shot whistles in.
Another save.
Nice pad save. Steered wide.
And that's going to pretty much do it. Don't cover it.
No, he didn't. No whistle. And they
Well,
put
there's
the puck
running
over the
time.
corner. And it was kind of a hem-ha there at the end.
Yeah,
You heard
good
you say
job
don't cover it.
for Sorrento. He only gave up 1 goal. Did a pretty good job when he came in.
Faced, I would guess, around 20 shots.
Well,
Did a
Tim,
good job getting back in there.
you're going to have some post-game interviews here with some star players from Tartan.
Actually, I think we're going to talk to the coach of the Titans.
Well, you got to add in your Jake Jackson. He had a heck of a game, 4 goals.
He had a great game tonight. We're going to talk to the coach about Jackson and how the season's been going so far and what's coming up for him and more when we return. 36 shots on net to 26 shots on net. 7 of them finding the back of the net for the Titans. They win this one 7-0. Tim Peterson and Johnny Keane, you've watched the Tartan Titans on TV 19 Sports. Lighten the lamp.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.